The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cards of the Heart, and this is Puzzle General's Pokemon Puzzle Challenge Speedrun Tournament 2019. We've hit the final bracket! Oh my goodness, yes. After quite a few weeks of Puzzle Challenge action in the hard difficulty, we are stepping it up for the final bracket. The next few rounds are going to be played on super hard in the challenge mode against the computers. But after that, it will be intense mode all the way to the end. That is what everyone has come to see, but we still have a little bit of a crowd to whittle down first, so we're going to be experiencing what I think is going to be a very compelling matchup later between the number 4 seed Tayman ND and the unseeded Paratrooper 1. I expect that to be very, very competitive. I think Tayman is the better player in that matchup, but he doesn't have as much experience with Puzzle Challenge, so we'll see how much of those instincts are able to be carried forward. But first, we have another matchup in the first round of the winner's bracket between yours truly and the TheInfiniteChain. I qualified second out of Group A, and the TheInfiniteChain was the 3rd seed in Group B. Now, considering I was one of the betting favorites going into this tournament, it's hard to imagine a scenario where Chain wins this, but I don't know. SR can troll quite hard at points, so I will not put it past the game to screw me out of a potential victory or two. That is certainly a thing that could possibly happen with the RNG that these games give, and oh boy, the winner gets the privilege. Oh, what a privilege it is, of facing FFR Pro 21 in the next round, which is also an S-Hard match, and boy oh boy, even for me, that is going to be an uphill battle. So let's hope someone comes through this match not too scathed for that match. This match was recorded on Wednesday of last week, so we've been trying to save these matches so that way we can bring them to you at set points during the week every week. But the other match had to get delayed a little bit, and I'll get into that as we get into the other match. But for now, let's just turn it over to race 1 of the match between yours truly and the TheInfiniteChain. This is still a best of 5, so 3 race wins will be enough to move on to the next round, and the loser will be knocked down to the loser's bracket with one more chance at redemption. This is a double elimination bracket from here on out, so 2 losses in the bracket stage and you are done. And this will be of somewhat import for Chain to get something going, because there are prizes for the top 3 competitors that are not myself or FFR Pro. I have exempted the 2 of us from winning anything as Puzzle General staff, but I will be giving cash prizes to the top 3 finishers out of that. So essentially 5th place will win $10 in this scenario. So Chain certainly has that to be fighting for, if nothing else. So without further delay, let me get these games up in the air. Alright. S-Hard is definitely a big troll, and it might be a bigger troll, it might be a bigger troll than even, than the intense mode, because you really have to, build up the biggest chain you can in order to, get all these foes down. And wow, that was just that's tough to look back on my side. Admittedly, the flubs and the trying to get the basic combos needed to finish off that stage. And yeah, right. You welcome. The staffing is a little bit limited, so I'm having to pull on a bunch of different duties. But hey, this match is not looking too bad for chains so far. I mean, 23 seconds is more or less what you want to see in the early going. Like, I'm usually aiming for low to mid 20s in the gym leader stages, if not a full-blown sub 20-second time. Yeah, like look at all of the things that this game has you do, and I'm not even close to beating Clefairy from here. It's insane. It's insane. You have to throw down an X9 chain, and then you have to throw down so many combos on that chain. It'd be like 4, or 5, or 6 as the stages go on. It's going to be an increasingly uphill battle to try and beat all of these foes in a single chain, but if you want the best times in this mode, you practically have to win each stage in a single chain. And again, I'm not going any bigger than X9 on my chains if I can help it, because the damage of subsequent chains from X9 to X17 really does not scale as well as the average chain. Speaking of chains, TheInfiniteChain, a bit known for making his chains infinite. But to beat this mode effectively, you really need to find a bunch of combos in your chains. The more combos in your chains, the better off you will be. These foes need to stop healing. Steelix gave me an unfortunate heal there. That is a thing that makes all Puzzle Challenge speedrunners worried. You get these foes below 40% of their maximum health, and they have a chance to heal back about 25% of it. It might be a little lower for S-Hard, but I haven't ran the numbers on it in a while, so I'm not sure. But yeah, this is this healing mechanic, it's a bit nerve-wracking to work around. Fortunately, Chain able to finish Steelix off in about 38 seconds, but he's falling behind very, very early. We're getting close to the point where I would need a death in order to give Chain any hope of coming back. I know, right, Sir Nico? It's like the Pokemon types don't even matter. And yeah, the Pokemon types don't mean anything. Unfortunately, this game was originally going to be I guess a spiritual sequel, or maybe a direct sequel to the Panel de Pon that was released on the Super Famicom, the game that eventually became Tetris Attack to the rest of the world. It was going to get a sequel on the Game Boy, and there's actually some remnants of that Game Boy version still on every Puzzle Challenge cartridge. Can't seem to avoid that to save my life. I was having that problem in all of my practice. I would occasionally hit the stack raise button, the B button, one too many times. And yeah, that happens to everybody. That should not take too long to get back to, as long as Dragonair does not heal. Alright, 26 seconds. That's a good time for Dragonair, and that gets me off to the Elite Four at about 6 minutes. Considering that this game does have a health system, Nico, I do think this is the better game. I think this is the more skill-intensive game. If nothing else, it does demand you to make more chains. If nothing else, so I like it. I like it a little bit better for speedrunning, but I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for the N64 game, just like I'll have a soft spot in my heart for Jinx, everyone's favorite siren. She's going down in about 33 seconds. That is more or less a very, very respectable time for the Elite Four. These foes' health values get a bit out of control from this point onward, so my general strategy of knocking out these foes in a single chain is pretty much impossible. So you're almost always going to need multiple chains of damage to knock these foes out. Oh, of course, Crobat would heal right before I get the kill. But of course, always gotta worry when you get these foes down to that low of health, because that heal chance is always there. What's Chain gonna do here? Chain is in trouble. Oof. Oh, finally getting through it. Minute 9 later, and he makes his way to the Elite Four. Falling behind about 2 stages, and I guess I'm in my element with Pikachu here. Making all these big, giant combos. I think the reason we were able to come up with advancements in Tetris Attack in Pokemon Puzzle League is my penchant for making combos in this game, because the combos don't do that much damage, but they do inflict their damage immediately. So it's good to have in a pinch. Oh, Chain just froze his brain and ran out of time trying to get that match. So he is moving on to Cyndaquil. Oh, that's a low amount of health to leave Murkrow in. I'm getting healed on. What else is new? yeah, the health really gets crazy right about here. I mean, an X9 chain, the most optimal chain you can make, inflicts precisely 50% damage to Murkrow, and interesting enough to Crobat, for that matter. Oh no, Chain taking another death, that time Jinx completely pinning him down with panels. That's something you actually have to start worrying about in S-Hard, late in S-Hard especially, because these foes will get to sending enough garbage to deal to deal with your entire stack. Oh, that's interesting. It's always weird looking back at these matches and wondering what I could have done better. Whoa! The lag chain, X4 chain. That was a chain built up in a very, very short sequence. Oh, come on, just get one more. There's a heal. Dragonite healed before I could even get any sort of answer. Oh, there's a swap. There, okay. Okay, I must have been showing off at the end. Okay then, so that's 10 minutes, 35 seconds for yours truly, taking the 1-0 lead. And InfiniteChain's like, yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna cut my losses now, forfeit, and give it another shot. I don't think I've seen Chain before this finish an S-hard run, and I think his fastest hard mode time was like 9:01 or something. So I will be interested in seeing Chain actually finish a run and see how fast those times are, to see what kind of shots he would have in the loser's bracket if he were to go down there. And right now he is one step closer to getting knocked down to losers. So we'll get that second game going for you shortly. You know, I haven't lost all of my Pokemon on a playthrough in ages, so I don't remember what happens when you get down to all of them. I think you just game over on the last one, because most of the games just make you use continues to keep going, but this game doesn't. I think you just get a set to continue when you lose your last Pokemon, but don't quote me on that. It's been years, so I don't remember for sure. All right, game 2 underway. Okay. Okay, I was kind of surprised that worked as a chain, and that was me really rolling deep. Possibly get this X9. I did not make enough combos, did I? No, just find something. Just find something, anything to do that last little bit of damage. There we go. Chain just needs a last little bit of something to Pidgey. Oh, there's a heal. Never mind. Going X6. Probably did not need to go X6, but better safe than sorry. Oh, man. It's funny, both Pidgey and Kakuna have the exact same amount of health. Oh my goodness. and that goes to show you just how quickly some of these foes' health can be cut through like a knife. Like a hot knife through butter. It's quite amazing how this game looks when it's done right. Okay, I really went far for that X8 chain. And I was trying to do a 5 combo in there somewhere, trying to match 5 in a row, and I had too much going there. My brain just froze, so I just went with the most convenient clear. So that puts me ahead by a full stage at the moment. Chain working on this Clefairy. He does love his chains. His chains are infinite. But the chains are slow to do, so you don't want to make so many. You don't want to make such big chains in the context of a speedrun. Oof, 35 seconds. That is definitely one I would take back. And you know, 4 combos actually do a pretty paltry amount of damage compared to chains. Like, the average chain link inflicts 256 damage. The 6 in a row combo inflicts 256 damage. But the 4 in a row combo inflicts 128 damage. So they really are inefficient. You don't want to rely on them too much, and I would really like to see Steelix just not heal so much. Ah, what can you do? What can you do? I'm like going for broke. That's kind of my strategy. I just flatten the stack in most cases, race it all the way to the top, and then try to make the biggest set of combos and chains I can get. And if you do that part properly, then you do have a good chance of beating these foes in around 20 to 25 seconds. So yeah, really loving that 22-second Primate. Alright, Chain getting the 5 combo to finish that off. At least he's cognizant of combos enough to make them in a pinch. Let's see here. I tried for a 6 combo with all those blues, but that's almost impossible. And Infinite Chain trying some neat, inventive little slides to extend his chains, just not anything doing right there. That's kind of been his story in this tournament. He just makes a bunch of big chains, not putting a whole bunch of combos in those chains. And then he finds himself falling just a little bit short. Oh, he's in trouble here. Okay, he's getting out of it. At least he is surviving. Yeah, I was very hesitant to go X10 though. X11 though. I did need X11 to actually win that stage. That one was eating at me a little bit after this match. Oh man. Well, you gotta have a short memory span, cause RNG does have an ability to mess you up here if you give it the great opportunity to do so. Sometimes it is best to just forget about those as they happen and move on to the next stage. Okay, I don't have enough to get this Jinx kill, but I liked where that was going. Oh, I had a 6 combo right there to finish it. I'll take that 7 combo. Oh man. Oh man. Good thing Jinx was not in the middle of a... Good thing Jinx was in the middle of an attack. These foes can only heal when they are not attacking. Like, you can tell when they're about to heal by the lack of attacks on their end. That means they're charging up their attack gauge to heal. Well, not always to heal, but they are charging it up. Okay, okay. I didn't think I'd get that one. Oh, that was rolling deep for the 8 combo. Just what the doctor ordered on that one. Oh no, Chain got healed on by Dragon Air, please. Yeah, quality voice clips would have been difficult to put in this one. And, in some instances, yeah, they are a bit missed. Chain finally making his way to the Elite Four. See how he handles the first big jump in opponent health. I like going up to about next 6 Chain, which Chain tried to do, but got a little butterfingery, and I certainly know that feel. This stack is a bit low. You want to be raising your stack as much as you can, because these foes really... this playfield, you really don't have a lot of room to operate. You only have 9 rows compared to the average Puzzle League game's 12 rows. So your ability to build up big chains is extremely limited, and in a mode where you basically have to make 2 chains of like X9 size here, you're practically required to make the most use of all of your space, which basically requires you to raise the stack to the very top every chance you get. And that's a scary proposition, because if you go up to the top without a plan, you only get like a couple of seconds maybe to make up a plan at this level. And once you run out of that time with your stack at the top, you just lose. It's definitely something to be careful of. Huh. I wonder if there was something I could have done to make this better. Dragonite actually has the most health of any Pokemon in S-Hard. So, oh yeah, 7 combo to finish that. Doing this fast is really hard. And the healing definitely does not do anyone any favors. Okay. That looked to be about... That was either a high 1020 or a low 1021. That will be enough for a 2-0 lead, and quite frankly, I forgot the game audio this entire time. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I gotta quickly get rid of that audio anyway, because unfortunately, TheInfiniteChain streams his own audio during his games, his own music. So I'm not going to be able to play his audio for you guys, so enjoy some appropriately placed tunes for this situation. Boy, is this panic-inducing. Alright, yeah, Chain's getting close. Just barely swapping that in time for the 6 combo. That'll help. Let's see. He's got a little bit left. Probably get anything here. That 4 combo will do it. 54 seconds for Murkrow. Yeah, this is a bit unfortunate for Chain to have to go through to this fight in this situation, but turns out this tournament was really stacked at the top. with 3 very, very formidable competitors who could easily take home the whole kit and caboodle. And yeah, it seemed like no matter what, Chain was going to have to run into one of those 3 really, really early on. But who knows, if there is room for a comeback here, I think Chain is playing well enough that he could find a way to do it. And if not, we can see what kind of potential lies in wait for him on the losers bracket. Is this it? Alright! 1349 for the Infinite Chain. Good for him for finishing, but he is down 2-0 after this. A little happy music. Not quite Walking on a Rainbow from the SNES version, but it's nice and upbeat. I can get behind it. That's one of the difficult things about this game, about this series, honestly. This is one of those games where it's harder to appreciate how difficult this kind of challenge is until you've actually played it. So if you haven't played this, it can be difficult to see how much of a feat this really is. It's something you appreciate the more. This is something you appreciate the more you play. And I really do encourage people to play something in this series at some point, because this is quite the this is always quite the ride to get into. So here we go, game 3. Who knows where my mind was at one point. Okay, 9 combo with a 4 chain. There were plenty of chains there. 19 seconds. Oh, that is the dream. Sub 20 seconds is the dream. And Chain looked like he's gonna get to... Oh! Pidgey, stop healing! Oh, the heals are so real. The heals are so mean. It is the single biggest thing you have to worry about. Like if you can get around that, you can, Okay. Game's just giving me chains for days. That one I didn't really need. But okay then. Chain still having a bit of a time with this Kakuna. It looks like my combos were a little short, so I went a little bigger to try and make up the extra damage. Like a bigger chain does do more damage than extra combos, but again, it's a thing where you have to take more time to make the bigger chains. So I don't like making the bigger chains if I can help it. Ooh, 8 combo. Those are certainly a fun thing for me to do from Pokemon Puzzle League, and those kinds of formations always manage to trip me up, and healing at that low percentage is almost certainly going to happen as a result. I went for that 8 combo? Wow. Ghastly still healed. I feel like I should have been punished for that greed, and yeah, I would say there was some punishment there. Alright, chain finally done with Clefairy at minute 4, falling behind by more than a full stage. Okay. Okay, I'm getting these 6 combos. They're nice. Ah. There was a way to extend that and I couldn't see it. Okay, chain going with a little secondary attack. Not quite enough. Yeah, I wanted an X8 chain at the end that would have killed. But fortunately, Steelix is a really slow attacker. There actually is a hidden gauge that determines when each of these foes attack. Steelix charges pretty slowly, by most accounts. Not sure where my brain was there. Okay, chain still getting to the halfway point with Steelix. Oh, Steelix keeps healing. Stop that! Oh, you know, I would say if you want to play without the healing, play Game Boy Tetris Attack, but it's hard for me to even recommend fans play Game Boy Tetris Attack, because trying to distinguish all the colors there is just so hard. Wow, I actually kind of caught that pail as it was falling. That's like a 1 frame out of 60 frames a second maneuver. There are definitely some neat ways to extend your chains in this game. This game certainly does not disappoint. But yeah, I'm definitely going out of my way for as many combos as I can find. Should I wait for X12? Not sure that would have killed anyway. And then Dragonair gets the heal. Cannot escape it, not even once. Alright, Dragonair, you good? Alright, you good. Alright, moving on to the Elite Four, and I know that none of these runs were ever on that great of a pace. I've actually been sort of grinding for better runs recently, and I did get a new best time last week, I believe it was, of 9:19. I think it was, and so far these runs haven't been getting under 10 minutes, much less getting to Yoshimitsu's world record of 8:55. That's insane. That is just an absolutely insane time for a category like this. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do in order to win, and if that requires some cross-shaped chains, yeah, this is probably not advised That went very big. The odds of that finishing in a single chain were going to be difficult. It's almost impossible to finish any of the Elite Four Pokemon with a single attack. So it's not a plan of attack that I recommend. It's just so easy to get caught up in chaining. Alright, nice 7 combo there. I'm still not, like, halfway. Aw, man. This is gonna put Hitmontop in healing range. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, at least Hitmontop did not take advantage of a heal. Okay. Okay, here we are with Murkrow. Murkrow actually has the shortest power gauge in the entire game. At basically every level. So, Murkrow will heal and heal often, and attack often. As far as I'm concerned, Murkrow is public enemy number 1. Hey, is that 9 chain gonna be good enough? Yes, it is! 35 seconds, okay. Okay, that is definitely an acceptable time. Now here I am, Dragonite, 1 game away from punching my ticket to the winner's semifinals and doing it mostly poorly. I don't even think I have half damage on Dragonite at this point. Now I do. That may have only counted for, like, the next 2 chain of damage. Because if you make a chain at the if you make a lag chain like that at the very end, then only some of your damage will count. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. Whew. Alright. Alright then. 10 minutes. 27 seconds. There's the 3-0 victory for yours truly. Hardly a doubt in that one. But I definitely can get trolled by the game more than a few times. Definitely with the go for broke method that I try to do. I'm definitely going for the biggest chain, the most combos that I can. And if I fall just a little bit short, then these foes are gonna get opportunities to heal on me. So it might not be the best plan of attack for a race situation, but I don't know, I'm still regularly getting times that beat FFR Pro's time, and FFR Pro is who I am set to take on next. So let's see what Chain can do here at the end with Murkrow, just to get something respectable here. Oh no! Oh, there's a wait. Oh, just had to slide the third row panels right. Get that blue panel down to match with the other two. Oh, that was so close. And well, that's it. That's it. That is a forfeit from Chain. There might have been a bit of ragey thing going on there. Just might have been a bit of a rage quit. And yeah, he started from new game, which wipes all your progress in the current run. So that is a bit unfortunate to see, but here we are. With the 3-0 victory, I do move on to winners semifinals next weekend to take on the number 2 seed, FFR Pro 21, who will won Group B to get the first round bye. So that's gonna be a real test. Cannot wait to be on with that one. I expect to be grinding very heavily during this next week in order to prepare for that. So that'll be a fun thing to look forward to. And the Infinite Chain will be looking at the loser of Yoshimitsu and the winner of this next match coming up. Next up, it is Tayman versus Paratroopa. I don't know, I've got a good feeling about this one, so can't wait for you guys to see that. And I will get that next match set up for you momentarily. For those of you watching on YouTube, until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.